You're watching MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Yeah. I want to make sure we're hearing on YouTube.
Right now at Chevrolet's three-time Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet. Get $15,000 off MSRP and 1.9% financing on new Silverado 1500 trucks, plus $2,250 in trade assistance cash, and $7,000 off MSRP on new Blazers. Lease a new Equinox for $299 with zero down, or buy for $23,999. Get 2.1% financing on all new Traverses. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
All right, Maury.
Milagros. Welcome to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Remodeling. Pre-game festivities are sponsored tonight, as always, by Lone Star Towing. Tonight's pregame is brought to you by Lone Star Towing. Towing is the name, but let me tell you, they also buy junk, wrecked, and abandoned vehicles. Lone Star Towing will be sure to get you set up with any of your towing needs, as well as purchasing those wrecked, junk, and abandoned vehicles. Alec, the owner, is also an MV alumni, graduated in class 2007. For your visiting Medina Valley Panthers, top 3, Montez, Chichester, Stivers. Middle 3, Nash, Upton, Vallejo. Bottom 3, Castiglione, Valenzuela, and Gonzalez. For the home team, Southwest Legacy Titans, inside the circle, Salas. Behind the plate, Melendez. At first, Flores. Second, Ortiz. Third, Torres. Short, Gloria. Martinez in center field, flanked by Moncada in left and Robles in right field. And just as Tuesday night, the wind has picked up once again and is blowing straight out towards center field. So anything up in the air in the outfield has a chance to go out of the ballpark tonight. And if you're on the right side of the infield, first base, second base, right field, you're going to be battled in the sun for about another 15 to 20 minutes until it goes back behind the beautiful high school. So keys to the game, Matt, I think the Panthers need to set the tone, score first, score early, and, Vallejo needs to be tough inside the circle.
Yeah, our defense has been pretty stout all season. It's just a matter of getting hits in those games. And, some of the games that we've even lost, we've out-hit our opponents. So it's a matter of getting runners on base and getting them moved around.
You have to finish those when you get those upstarts. You have to finish the inning out and finish the inning out. What I mean by scoring and not just leaving them on base, because that's one thing the Panthers have been famous for is leaving runners on base.
We've left a lot of runners on base, but lately that's been different. So let's see how we go.
So Montez will lead off for the Panthers, waiting the first pitch from Salas, and it bounces in for ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. I want to apologize for Lone Star Towing. We didn't have much of a pregame. We were working on the internet signal here, just trying to get it to work, and we had the hotspot out, so hopefully we got it fixed up. The one pitch is foul back, out of play, 1-1.
Yeah, part of that, Maury, is I've been away from this for too long, so I'm kind of a rookie again. But
well, I didn't remember seeing you climbing up the tower trying to get a signal going either. There's not much you can do and not cooperating. Montez in. The 1-1 pitch is a swing and a miss, 0-1. Panthers won the first meeting, and I believe, Matt, that was the spring break week, because I don't remember doing the Legacy game, I don't believe, the first time they played. The 1-2 pitch bounces in there, 2-2. Beautiful new facilities here at Legacy. Got a turf, beautiful scoreboard.
Yeah, Southwest ISD did it right at both of their schools. So
absolutely.
Yep, looks good.
2-2 pitch, just off the plate, full count. Makes me kind of jealous when you look at this field.
We're working on it.
Well, there is one good thing about it. You don't have to redo the lines in between the games. Full count pitch. Lifted in the center field for a base hit.
Well, this is keeping up that streak. That's good.
So Ariel Chichester now steps to the plate. And, Jeff, these top four batters in the lineup have been hot of late, as your daughter, and she's in seventh, batting in seventh, but, you know, she's been responsible for a lot of the rallies being started over to shortstop. Shortstop Gloria over to Ortiz for the force out at second base. So Montez is retired 6-4 for out number 1.
Yeah, we got some of them, quite a few lefties this year, those speedsters. So she's got them mixed up in the lineup trying to get them on base.
Absolutely.
It's been working, so.
And as a matter of fact, it was Morgan Tuesday that got the rally started for the Panthers when they were down by 6 runs.
Yeah.
Annie Stivers now steps to the plate, and he's playing left field for the Panthers. Ground ball up the middle. Shortstop fields it over to first. In time for the inning-ending double play. 6-4 for out number 2. 4-3 for out number 3. For the Panthers in that inning, no runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We're through half an inning scoreless. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Right now at Chevrolet's 3-time Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet. Get $15,000 off MSRP and 1.9% financing on new Silverado 1500 trucks. Plus $2,250 in trade assistance cash. And $7,000 off MSRP on new Blazers. Lease a new Equinox for $299 with 0 down or buy for $23,999. Get 2.1% financing on all new Traverses. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Dodson House Moving and Construction is a 4th-generation company operated by the same family for over 75 years. We do turnkey work from moving your structure, setting the foundation, and all your construction needs. Aluminum decking, concrete work, canopies, and any other need to make your project operational. From moving to construction, large or small, Dodson House Moving and Construction does it all. Located at 12939 Southwest Loop 410 in San Antonio. Give us a call at 210-628-1459.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dodson House Moving and Remodeling. The Titans will send to the plate Gloria, Ortiz, and Torres, the top 3. Prendez, Salas, and Moncado, the middle 3. Martinez, Robles, and Rodriguez, the bottom 3. First pitch is popped up in the infield. Good job by Upton. And right there, Jeff, Matt, that's a case where that's the pitcher's ball.
Correct.
Coming in, pitchers or the third baseman. There's no reason that Upton had to make that play with her back turned towards the infield. Need a little bit of communication there, but nevertheless, F2 if you're screwing that home for the out. And I gave Upton credit for not giving up on that. Olivia Ortiz, the second baseman, now steps to the plate. Mackenzie Viejo inside the circle, Upton behind the plate. First pitch is high, ball 1. Montez at first, Valenzuela at second, Chichester third, Gonzalez at short. Castiglione in center field, flanked by Stivers in left and Bain in right. Pitch bounces in, ball 3, 3-1. Three-one pitch. Strike 2, full count now. Or 3-1, excuse me. Three-one is fisted back into the backstop. Count is now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Viejo with the pitch. Ball is lifted foul, back out of play once again. Dimensions on the ball field, 196 down the lines and 196 in center.
taller fence, so it'll play a little bigger.
Little bigger. Yeah, I don't see anybody going over the fence to rob one tonight. Payoff pitch, ball 4. So a 1-out walk issued. Oriah Torres, the third baseman, will step to the plate now for the Titans.
That brings up number 17, Anaya Torres.
Anaya's got a real strong arm there at third base. Just a perfect prototypical third base for the Titans. Waits on the pitch. Just high across the letters for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes.
Yeah, Mackenzie hasn't pitched a lot lately. She's been playing outfield and in the batting lineup. She actually had the walk-off the other night.
Yes, she did. Claire Bain comes in. It's off her glove. She has to play at second base, though, because the runner, Ortiz, had to hold on. It looked like Bain was going to catch it in the air. But nevertheless, that's going to be recorded as a 7-6 putout for out number 2. Torres reaches on a fielder's choice. Going to bring up the cleanup hitter and catcher, Eliana Melendez. It's another case, Matt, as we mentioned, looking dead into that sun. That ball got up there, and Claire tracked it good. It just went off the heel of her glove, but Ortiz couldn't run. Couldn't even go halfway because of the depth of where the ball was hit. First pitch is a strike called, 0-1.
Yeah, Claire, she's a utility player. She's played all over, but mostly in the infield for the most of the season, so she's got to get used to that position again.
0-1 pitch is lifted into left field. Stivers off the glove of Stivers. Panthers having a little trouble with the fly balls tonight. That's going to go as an E7. So 2 runners on with 2 outs. Isabella Salas, the pitcher, steps to the plate. She can help her own cause.
With runners at first and second, up to bat, number 14, Isabella Salas.
Swing and a miss, 0-1. You mentioned about Vallejo, the pitcher. Matt, she's usually the one that is out there in right field.
Yes, she is.
Usually Montez might be pitching, and then Claire Bain would move into first base. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Well, what I like about her pitching is she's not going to overpower anybody, Matt, but she ain't going to walk many either. She's going to make you put the ball in play.
Correct. And she moves the ball pretty well. I mean, Morgan tells me a lot of times they use her for live pitching in practice.
0-2 pitch is just outside. Upton set up outside.
I mean, you can see right there she's only a sophomore, but she put that ball exactly where it needed to be.
Right where Upton was set up.
Yeah, on an 0-2 count. I mean, that's great position.
The 1-2 pitch. Ball is lifted in the right field. Claire Bain tracking it, coming in a few steps, and makes the play for the putout. F9 for out number 3. For the Titans in that inning, no runs on no hit. They'll leave 2 runners on base. We're through an inning scoreless. Panther softball will continue here in just a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Have you ever been in a car accident? Was your car taken to a body shop? Or maybe an impound yard? Perhaps a major repair that's too costly. Even if this happened 2 years ago, Lone Star Towing is interested in buying all junk, wrecked, and abandoned vehicles. The process of getting you paid and that vehicle out of there is quick and easy. Call Lone Star Towing today at 210-777-0585
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. 4, 5, 6 in the order for the Panthers. Nash, Upton, and Vallejo. Salas back inside the circle for the Titans. A 1-2-3 inning in the first. Nash rips that one, takes the first pitch right up the middle. That's the second hit of the ball game for the Panthers.
With a single to center field. That brings up number 6, Kaylee Upton.
Kaylee Upton now steps to the plate for the Panthers. Vallejo waits on deck. First pitch to Upton. Inside and low, ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. And the 1-0. That's back behind Upton. Nash will stand up at second base on the wild pitch. Upton steps out of the box, couple practice swings, now steps back in, waits the 2-0 pitch from Salas. And the pitch. That's a shot in the left field, but it's going to be foul ball out of play.
She turned on that one.
That one had enough to go out, man. It just was, she got a little bit ahead of it, got the hips and the hands around on that pitch.
Yeah.
2-1 count for Upton.
Nash is your runner at second. Lead off single and then advanced on a wild pitch. The 2-1 pitch. Foul back in the screen, 2-2. The 2-2 to Upton. Is that a changeup? Matter what was that?
She tried to throw a changeup, but it stuck in her hand.
I think she held on to it just a little too long. Full count now to Upton. First base is open.
That was a good pitch to come with in that situation. It's just a tough pitch to throw.
Payoff pitch. It's a shot in the left center. Left fielder going, giving chase. What a play out there by Moncada. On the run, one-handed catch.
Nice catch by Moncada.
F7 if you're scoring at home for the out. I thought that one was going to drop in.
Yeah, I did too. It floated up a little bit, though.
Yeah, the wind kind of held that one up in the air a little bit. Mackenzie Vallejo now steps to the plate for the Panthers. First pitch, the bunt. Beautiful bunt. Salas only has one play, and that's the first base.
Yeah, great bunt to move Avery over.
So Mackenzie Vallejo is going to be retired 1-4. The second baseman Ortiz was covering as the first baseman came in charging hard.
Number 7, Morgan.
Morgan Castiglione now steps to the plate for the Panthers. Ground ball to shortstop. Shortstop Gloria over to first just in time to get the speedy Castiglione. 6-3 we're scoring at home for out number 3 for the Panthers in that inning. No runs on one hit. They'll leave a runner on base. We're through inning and a half scoreless. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable
I don't think
energy.
so.
We are proud
She
to
has a
serve this
brother,
community
but not
beyond the power
if
line.
it is, it's a cousin,
You
but
can
I don't
find
think
us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Remodeling. Titans will send to the plate 6, 7, and 8. Moncada, Martinez, and Robles. Left fielder, center fielder, right fielder. That bounces in, and that's hits Moncada. That hit by pitch is sponsored by your State Farm agent. As accidents happen, as do hit by pitches, your State Farm agent will be there for you. Umpire making sure that Miss Moncada is okay. And she is.
Next up to bat for the Tigers is number 2, Deanna Martinez.
Deanna Martinez, the center fielder, now steps to the plate. Viejo with the pitch, squares around the bunt. A good job. Chichester bobbles it. Throw not in time.
And Martinez beats out the throw.
It's going to be an E5. Chichester would have had her in time, but she double clutched and couldn't get it in her glove. Milagros Robles steps to the plate now, the right fielder for the Titans, as they have something going here in the bottom of the second. 2 runners on, nobody out. Left-handed batter in the lineup. Matt, is a perfect time to lay down that bunt. Get the runners 60 more feet. Be a good time for a sacrifice here for the Titans.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I make it through the night and don't say the Dragons, I am going to be in good shape. Because I've almost did it twice now. We ain't even through the second inning.
Number 15, Robles, Martinez.
First lefty in the lineup for the Titans tonight. Squares around the bunt, a good bunt. Only one play for Viejos to first base. Beautiful sacrifice bunt there. 1-3 for the put out, but Moncada moves to third. Martinez to second. Number 9 batter now at the plate, the designated player, Rosalie Rodriguez.
To bat, number 12, Rosalie Rodriguez.
Big out right here to get the number 9 batter in the lineup. Snap throw to third, not in time. I believe that pitch was a strike, 0-1.
Yep, he called it a strike.
The 0-1 pitch. Inside and low, 1-1. That one kind of fooled Kaylee there, Matt. She was set up outside, and that bounced right across the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 runners on. Scoreless in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Yeah, McKenzie throws that screwball a lot where it breaks in, toward the batter.
Towards the right-handed batter.
Yep.
1 ball and 2 strikes. A long look in for Vallejo from Upton. The 1-2 pitch. Foul back off the fist. Count holds it 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Grounder to short. Gonzalez throw home, not in time. And Matt, she got a good run. The play there, when you're not playing up and trying to cut that runner up, you're playing normal position. The play there is to go to first base and get the out.
Absolutely, yeah.
Fielder's choice and an RBI for Rodriguez. Run scored for Moncada, so that hit by pitch blossoms into the first run of the ball game. We go back to the top of the order in Nova League Gloria, who popped up to the catcher to start the ball game, so she is 0 for 1. Runners at the corners with one out. Oh, that's a shot in the left field. Stiver's going back. Goes over her head and to the base of the fence for an RBI single. As Martinez comes in around and scores, going to have a visit to the mound by Coach Perez. She's calling everybody in, Matt.
Yeah.
They're not too happy with the balls up in the air that basically, Matt, should be caught.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, too many errors on routine plays. Real sloppy right now.
2-0 is your score. Visit to the mound by Coach Perez. 2 runners on. First and second. And I wouldn't want to be in that circle because Coach Perez is pointing the finger and nodding and doing a lot of, you can tell by the body language it's not a happy meeting in there inside the circle. As it shouldn't be.
No.
So Olivia Ortiz now steps to the plate. Olivia is 0 for her. She reached on a walk but was retired on a tough ball hit out to right field where it kind of froze her where she couldn't run all the way as it had to make sure Bain caught it or missed it and was retired at second base on this throw-in. Ball bounces in, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Ground ball at third, but Chichester will field it in foul ball territory. 1 ball and 1 strike, 1 out. 2 runs across here for the Titans. They bat here in the bottom of the second. Coach from the Titans is questioning the umpires. Oh, he's going to have a pinch runner in there for the designated player Rodriguez. That might be Gabby Flores.
Pinch running for the Titans, number 7, Gabby Flores.
Flores is listed as the flex player and the first baseman tonight for the Titans. So maybe to put a little bit more speed on the bases. So it counts 1-1 to Ortiz with runners at first and second with 1 out. Ground ball to Chichester. Chichester over, 5 unassisted. Long throw across the diamond, not in time, but did what she needed to do. As Rodriguez is retired, 5 unassisted for out number 2. Ortiz reaches on a fielder's choice.
Up to bat for the Titans, number 17, Anaya Torres.
Anaya Torres now steps to the plate. Torres is 0 for 1, reached on a fielder's choice. Inside on the hands for a strike. Torres hit a liner to Claire Baim in right field. her previous time. The 0-1 pitch. Backs her off the plate, 1-1. One ball, one strike, 2 outs, 2 runners on. 2-0 in favor of the Titans. It's a pop up to Chester over in foul ball territory, makes the play. F5 if you're scoring at home for the 3rd out of the inning. But for the Titans in that inning, 2 runs on 1 hit. They'll leave 2. Through 2 innings, it's 2-0. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Right
Bush's
now at Chevrolet's
Chicken, one of the oldest
three-time dealer of the
locations in
year,
Castroville,
North Park
is proud to
Chevrolet.
serve the
Get
Medina Valley
$15,000
area.
off
Bush's
MSRP
Chicken has
and
one goal:
1.9%
be the
financing on new
best.
Silverado
Bush's Chicken knows
1500
its
trucks,
success comes
plus
from loyal customers in the
trade
communities
assistance
they
cash,
serve.
and
Stop by Bush's
$7,000 off
Chicken on
MSRP
Tuesday
on
and
new
get the
Blazers.
Tender Tuesday
Mitsubishi
deal, or
Equinox
try
for
their buffalo
$299 with
fries
zero
and
down,
ask
or
about
buy
their
for
Panther special. It's
$23,999.
always a
Get
hit.
2.1%
Bush's
financing
Chicken,
on all new
935
Traverses,
Highway 90
5U
East
loads
in
at North Park
Castroville.
Chevrolet.
Call them at
10 minutes outside
830-538-2800.
Castroville
Dodson House Moving and Construction is a 4th-generation company operated by the same family for over 75 years. We do turnkey work from moving your structure, setting the foundation, and all your construction needs. Aluminum decking, concrete work, canopies, and any other need to make your project operational. From moving to construction, large or small, Dodson House Moving and Construction does it all. Located at 12939 Southwest Loop 410 in San Antonio. Give us a call at 210-628-1459.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dodson House Moving and Remodeling. Amethyst, Valenzuela, Gonzalez, and then back to the top of the order with Montez. Amethyst lifts one into left field. Left fielder gets it and makes the play. Moncada with the play out in left field for out number 1. Elena Gonzalez steps to the plate now for the Panthers. First pitch is a good bunt. They're not going to get her at first base, as Gonzalez beats out the throw for an infield single. And when that ball died, Matt, there was no way. There's ain't too many people going to get her on that play right there.
I think that's part of it. This artificial turf is killing it. Morgan did that little slap bunt earlier, and it just died.
Yep. So Montez steps to the plate now. Alyssa led off the game with a single, but was eliminated on the force out at second base off the bat of Chichester. So she is 1 for 1. Check swing, that hits off the plate. Is going to get by. Gonzalez is going to try third. She's going to reach third off the glove, and she's going to stand up for the run. Good job of base running for Gonzalez. Jimmy Johnson always said speed kills, and wow, does she have it.
Yep, you cannot teach speed.
Nope, you can't. Pitch was a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. From the NCAA Women's Final Four, it was close at halftime, a 1-point game in favor of South Carolina, but they've opened it up to 21 points with a little under 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter. That pitch is ball low to Montez, 2 balls and no strikes. Well, just make it 61-37 now, as they just hit a 3-pointer at the buzzer. Montez digs in. Panthers have cut the lead in half, 2-1. Shot in the right field. Right field, Robles goes back. Milagros makes the play.
And Montes flies out to right field for number 2.
F9 for out number 2. 5 ground outs along with 3 flyouts tonight for the Panthers. As Ariel Chichester now steps to the plate. Shot is lifted foul down the first base line, 0-1. Chichester is 0 for 1, reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning. The 0-1 pitch. Change up, good pitch. That almost fooled the catcher. There's that ball came across the plate. No balls and 2 strikes now to Chichester. Pitch. Shot into center fielder. Center fielder Martinez over towards right field and makes the play for the putout. F80 Verscurren at home for the 3rd out of the inning. But for the Panthers, 1 run on 1 hit. Panthers will leave a runner. We're 2-1 now after 2.5. Panther softball will continue here in just a moment.
Right
Bush's
now, it's
Chicken,
Chevrolet's
one of the
3-time Dealer of the Year,
locations in
North Park
Castroville,
Chevrolet.
is proud to
Get
serve the Medina
$15,000
Valley
off
area.
MSRP
Bush's
and
Chicken has
1.9%
one goal:
financing
be
on
the
new
best.
Silverado
Bush's
1500
Chicken
trucks.
knows its
Plus
success comes from loyal
$22.50 in
customers in the
assistance
communities they
cash and
serve. Stop by
$7,000 off
Bush's
MSRP
Chicken on
on new
Tuesday and get the
Blazers.
Tender
Lease a new
Tuesday
Equinox
deal,
for
or try their
$299 with
Buffalo
zero down,
fries
or
and
buy
ask
for
about their Panther
$23.99.
special. It's
Get
always a
2.1%
hit.
financing
Bush's
on all
Chicken,
new Traverses.
935
Find
Highway
new
90
loads at
East
North
in
Park Chevrolet.
Castroville.
10
Call them
minutes
at
outside Route 14 in Castroville or at
830-538-2800.
npchevy.com.
Texas, 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. And you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Remodeling. Pitch and Change, sponsored by Peerless Equipment. As Annalisa Salazar steps into the circle for the Panthers. And Matt, did they just move Vallejo back to right field, and Claire Bame, I believe, has been sent to the bench area, as they'll just put in Salazar.
Yep.
So Ileana Prendez steps to the plate now. Catcher, she is 0 for 1, reached on an error. Pitch is lifted in the infield. Montez going back a few steps and makes the play. F3 of her scoring at home for the out. Isabella Salas, the pitcher, steps to the plate. Isabella flied out to the right fielder for out number 3 in the first inning. Panthers with a run across here in the top of the third and cut the lead to 2-1. Salazar with the pitch, just off the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch is outside, 2-0. And Matt Lissy just trying to get back into that rhythm. She kind of struggled a little bit the last game at home, and the Panthers had to come back from a 6-0 deficit where Montez came in and threw 5 scoreless innings after the fact.
Yep.
Pitch is foul back, 2 balls and 1 strike. And we were kind of looking during that game that Lissy was kind of shaking her hand in between pitches, like there was something, like she wasn't had good feel of the ball.
She just doesn't look comfortable that last game at all.
2-1 pitch is outside, 3-1.
That was a good spot, though.
Yeah, that was a good spot. And Lissy is one of those players that you can tell her attitude right off the bat when she's inside the circle. The 3-1 pitch, just off the plate, ball 4.
That brings up number 10, Destiny Moncada.
Chastity Moncada, the left fielder, steps to the plate. Moncada is 0-4 as she was hit by a pitch, but came around and scored the first run of the ball game for the Titans. First pitch is high, ball 1 ball and no strikes. Montez at first, Valenzuela at second, Chichester at third, Gonzalez short. Castiglione flaked by Stivers and now Viejo in right field. Snap throw down to first, not in time. 1 ball and 1 strike to Moncada. Pitch right on the corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
1-2 count for Moncada.
1-2 pitch. Foul back. Count stays at 1-2. Good defensive swing there, Matt, by Moncada. Just not letting the umpire seal her fake there.
Yeah, because
that was close enough.
Yeah, she's definitely working the outside corner.
The 1-2 once again. Ground ball to the shortstop. Shortstop with 1 play over, and that's the first base for the putout. 6-3 for the out, for out number 2. Salas moves to second base. Pretty consistent, Matt. 4 ground outs and 4 flyouts for the 8 total. Deanna Martinez, the center fielder, steps to the plate. Martinez reached on an error and scored the second run of the ball game. Takes that pitch for a strike, 0-1. A 1 pitch, and that's a wild pitch, and it gets by Upton. Salas will move to third base now, 60 feet away from the third run of the ball game. But there's 2 outs in the ball game. The pitch, a ground ball. Gonzalez coming in, feels it over to Montez for the out. 6-3 for the put out for the third out of the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 left on base. And Matt, we're going to keep it here. I have a reader for the Panthers, and what a time to have the reader for Magnolia Filling Station. It is Fiorella Friday in Castroville. So the Magnolia Filling Station features a daily dark roast and Fiorella blend medium roast drip coffee. Lattes, iced lattes, cold brews, chai lattes, mochas, teas, and lemonades. Daily made from scratch pastries, muffins, cookies, cupcakes, and banana bread, just to name a few. A variety of sandwiches to include ham, turkey, Italian, and pimento cheese. Protein lunch boxes, English muffin breakfast sandwiches, and fresh fruit parfaits. Sit outside under the patio and enjoy the historic downtown Castroville atmosphere, or sit inside and visit with the friendly baristas and locals. Located at 1101 Fiorella Street in beautiful downtown Castroville. Now, Matt, we head to the 4th inning. Panthers trail 2-1, and it's just been kind of a, should I say, lackluster performance so far for the Panthers. We kind of bragged on the defense and a couple of spoofs there, in that one inning.
I jinxed them. I mean, we're putting the ball in play, but defensively we got to tighten up a little bit.
Aniston Stivers will lead off for the Panthers, and he is 0 for 1 as she grounded into a double play to end inning number 1. 3-4-5 for the Panthers. Stivers, Nash, and Upton. Panthers have never led in the ball game. Trailed 2-0. Now it's 2-1 as the Panthers come to bat here in the 4th. Salas back in there. That pitch is high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. Just high. 2-0. Pitch. Ball 3, 3-0.
This ought to be a take all the way.
Absolutely. You need base runners any way you can get on. Stivers digs back in and waits the 3-0 pitch from Salas. Isabella checks her wrist chart for the pitch, and it's on its way. Strike called, 3-1.
Looked low. Of course, we're sitting up about 20 feet above it, so it's hard to tell. But I'm sure that was take all the way.
Absolutely. 3-1. Ground ball to third, but wide of third. Good effort there by Torres. But foul ball now fills the count. Stivers digs back in and waits the full count pitch from Salas. It's on its way. It's a shot into left field, but it's going to be foul.
Just barely.
About 1.5 feet wide of the chalk line.
Got to let that ball get a little bit deeper. Nevertheless, good way to foul it off and stay in there.
Absolutely. And he will await the payoff pitch once again. And there it is. Foul ball. Count holds at full.
A little bit of an off-speed pitch there, I think, got her.
Salas trying to change the eye level on that pitch.
Yeah.
So another payoff pitch coming to Stivers. Ball is lifted in the infield. Shortstop and second baseman converge. Shortstop takes charge in Gloria and makes the play. F6 for out number 1 in the 4th. We're dead even again. Matt, ground outs and flyouts.
That brings up number 21, Avery Nash.
Avery Nash now steps to the plate. Almost. It's 5-4. Or, no, actually it's 5-5 is right. Avery Nash now steps to the plate. Nash singled but was stranded on the bases in the second inning, so she is 1 for 1. Hit that first pitch she saw right back up the middle for the base hit.
And a lot of times these pitchers want to start ahead, so that first pitch is usually one to
jump on.
Yep.
The 1-0 pitch. That's a shot in the left field. Down for a base hit. It's rolling around in the corner. Nash will be waved on to second base for a stand-up double. Second hit of the ball game for Avery Nash. That one hit at the base of the wall mat and just stuck there as the Moncada had to go get it. Tried to play the carom, but there wasn't any.
I mean, Avery's coming back from double knee surgeries, and, she's just been money hitting the ball.
Upton now steps to the plate. Upton flied out to left field for her only at bat, so she is 0 for 1. tying run at second base with one out here in the fourth. Upton with a good bunt. First baseman over. Second baseman Ortiz covering. And they just snip Upton at first base. And it looks like
really
Coach
close play.
Perez is going to challenge that. And I don't think she's going to win.
Yeah, I don't think the home plate umpire's got a view that'll allow that to be overturned.
And she's not. 1-4 if you're scoring at home for the second out of the inning. And that's not considered a sacrifice because Nash was already in scoring position at second. Mackenzie Viejo now steps to the plate.
Now batting for the Panthers, number 3, Mackenzie
Viejo laid down the bunt and was retired 1-4 for the second out in the second inning. So she is 0-4. That's a shot by the third baseman for a base hit. Nash will come around and score.
And Viejo brings in a run for the Panthers.
That's an RBI, 2-out single for Viejo. And Matt, you got to know she was ready for that one. That gets her off the hook for the wins or loss, or for the loss in this ball game. Is that she's tied it up now.
Well, I mean, that's
so she is not the pitcher of record anymore, and she helps her own
she
cause.
stays in the game because
Absolutely. Castiglione now steps to the plate. Morgan grounded out to the shortstop on a close play to end inning number 2. So now Mackenzie can just relax out there now. She's not the pitcher of record anymore. They've tied up the ball game here. The 1-0 pitch to Castiglione is outside, 2-0. Two balls and no strikes, 2 outs, 1 run across as the Panthers have tied it up 2-2. Lights starting to take effect here at Titan Field. Ground ball inside the 5-6 hole. Good job by the shortstop just keeping it inside the infield, but that's going to be an infield single for Castiglione. Good job by Gloria just keeping it in the field of play, not getting it to the outfield.
That was a great play. That's that slapping position, though. That's so hard to defend when you get that extra 3 feet of jump.
That was the 6th hit already, Matt, for Panther batting.
Yeah, we haven't had a problem, but hitting the ball. It's just been leaving runners on base.
So a timeout called by the Titans coach as she meets with the infield inside the circle. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Amethyst Valenzuela will step to the plate. Amethyst flied out to Mancado to start off the 3rd inning, so she is 0-4. So they'll break up the huddle, and we'll resume play here with a tie ball game, 2-2.
Maury, I tell you what, when they redid this field, they must have put a new air conditioner up here in this room, too, because...
Can you feel it?
Yeah, that's great, man.
I was wondering if I need to come and bring my dried sausage and hang them in here as cold as it is in here.
So it's a welcome change.
Absolutely. So with 2 outs now, Valenzuela steps to the plate. The go-ahead run just 120 feet away at second base. That would be Viejo. First pitch to Valenzuela is high ball 1 ball and no strikes. And I know this is a number 8 batter, but you don't want to mess around with her because you don't want to face number 9 either because with the speed of Gonzalez, she can get on so many different ways.
Oh, absolutely. There's really not a weak spot in the lineup.
Absolutely
They've got
not.
Mixed up well between speed and power hitters, and Amethyst as a freshman, she's got a good eye for
She's
the
one
ball.
of those that'll go with the pitch.
Yep.
Count is even at 1-1. 2 outs, 2 runners on. Valenzuela waits the pitch. There's one to right field. It's going to be off the glove of the right fielder. 1 run will score.
That should
2
score
runs
2.
will score. Valenzuela will be waved to third. And she's going to be waved home. Oh, my. Now she's hung up and going to be tagged out at home plate.
That's all right. She did her job before that.
But Vallejo comes around and scores, and so does Castiglione as the Panthers get 3 runs across here and take the lead 4-2 for the Panthers in that inning. 3 runs on 3 hits. Nobody left on base through 3.5. It's now your Panthers 4, the Titans 2. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Right now at Chevrolet's 3-time Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet. Get $15,000 off MSRP and 1.9% financing on new Silverado 1500 trucks. Plus $2,250 in trade assistance cash. And $7,000 off MSRP on new Blazers. Lease a new Equinox for $299 with 0 down or buy for $23,999. Get 2.1% financing on all new Traverses. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Dodson House Moving and Construction is a 4th-generation company operated by the same family for over 75 years. We do turnkey work from moving your structure, setting the foundation, and all your construction needs. Aluminum decking, concrete work, canopies, and any other need to make your project operational. From moving to construction, large or small, Dodson House Moving and Construction does it all. Located at 12939 Southwest Loop 410 in San Antonio. Give us a call at 210-628-1459.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dodson House Moving and Remodeling. Panthers with 3 runs across have taken the lead 4-2. Titans will send to the plate Robles, Martinez, Rodriguez, and then back to the top of the order in Gloria. Robles Martinez sacrificed her previous at-bats, so she has no official at-bats. Lefty in the lineup for the Titans. Lissy Salazar back inside the circle for Medina Valley. Lissy is now the pitcher of record. Actually has the win right now for the Panthers, should the Panthers stay ahead. Not sure if there's umpires talking to the coaches from Medina Valley, and I'm not sure. Yeah, it was there over there, but I didn't see nobody out of the dugout talking. I'm saying, wow, am I watching one of the ghost episodes or what? I don't. So Robles Martinez to lead off the 4th. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Number 15, Robles Martinez.
That's off the knee, and that's a hit by pitch. And that hit by pitch is sponsored by your State Farm agent, Hazel Russell. When accidents happen, your State Farm agent will be there. So a hit by pitch by each of one of the teams now. As Rosalie Rodriguez steps to the plate. Rosalie reached on a fielder's choice. So she is 0 for 1 tonight. But, Matt, once again, you have your 8-9 hitters to lead off the inning and a hit by pitch. A bunt in front of the plate. The throw up from Upton is in time for the put out. So a good sacrifice bunt there as Robles Martinez reaches second on the sacrifice.
I tell you what, these Titan girls, they can bunt the ball. They've been laying it down pretty well.
Absolutely.
With the runner on second, up to bat, number 9, Nova League Gloria.
We go back to the top of the order in Nova League Gloria. Novely popped up and singled and drove in the second runner of the ball game. So she is 1 for 2 with an RBI. Takes that pitch for a strike, 0-1. Right off the plate, just barely. Evens the count at 1-1. Ground ball past the diving shortstop in the left field for a single. Cut off to throw home is not in time.
And Gloria brings in another run for the Titans.
So the second RBI for Gloria. She moves to second on the throw home.
Now back, number 4, Olivia Ortiz.
That scores Robles Martinez for the third run. Olivia Ortiz now steps to the plate. Ortiz walked and reached on the fielder's choice. So she is 0 for 1. Pitches a strike. Evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 run across. As the Titans have inched closer now as it's 4-3. They took a 2-0 lead and then a 2-1, and then the Panthers took a 4-2 lead. That ball is in. What a play by Gonzalez. Catches the ball going in, robs Ortiz of a base hit. First out is F6 if you're scoring at home for out number 2. And then Gloria is retired 6 unassisted on the double play. Great job. Great way to end the inning, Matt. But the Titans get closer. 1 run on 1 hit. Nobody left on base. We're through 4 innings, 4-3. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Right now at Chevrolet's 3-time Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet. Get $15,000 off MSRP and 1.9% financing on new Silverado 1500 trucks, plus $2,250 in trade assistance cash, and $7,000 off MSRP on new Blazers. Lease a new Equinox for $299 with 0 down, or buy for $23,999. Get 2.1% financing on all new Traverses. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Back to Panther softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Remodeling. Elena Gonzalez steps to the plate for the Panthers. Elena singled, and then on a wild throw, they were throwing the ball all around, went all the way around then and scored the first run of the ball game for the Panthers.
Yeah, she just made an outstanding defensive play. I mean, it takes her speed to do what just happened.
Yes, out in the field also, along with running the bases. She takes that pitch outside for ball 1, 1-0. Yeah, I thought that was going to be a base hit up the middle, and Gonzalez with a good jump on the ball, catches it, and then doubles off the runner at second.
Wow.
Salas back in the circle for her 5th inning of work. Ground ball, that's foul as it hits Gonzalez, but she was still in the batter's box, so that's just a foul ball. Count 1 ball and 1 strike. Top of the order, Montez waits on deck. The 1-1 pitch is outside, 2-1. Salas taking a long time in between this pitch. And the 2-1. Gonzalez bluffs a bunt, pulls it back, takes that pitch for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes.
I think the word got out what she's going to do here by the way the defense is playing right
Yeah,
now.
they're all in tight, even the shortstop. The only person playing in regular depth is the first baseman. Or actually, not the first baseman. I think the second baseman was over there covering. Nope. First baseman was there. But ball 4.
And Gonzalez reaches first on the walk.
As leadoff walk. Alyssa Montez steps to the plate. Alyssa is 1 for 2. A single and a fly out. That was just the first walk of the game,
Yeah, I mean, it's
Matt, issued by Salas. And it happened in the start the 5th inning. Montez, Gonzalez all the way, and it doesn't matter whether that pitch was thrown good or not because Gonzalez had a good jump. I don't think Plandez would have been able to throw her out at second.
Yeah, I don't remember what her home to first time is, but it's ridiculous.
It's quick. So Alyssa Montez waits the 1-0 pitch. And here it is. Shot right back up the middle. That's going to be by a diving second baseman Ortiz. Gonzalez will be held up at first base. A good job. You do not want to make that first out at home plate.
No outs.
Not when you're only 1 run ahead. Or not ever. So runners at the corners now with Ariel Chichester stepping to the plate. Ariel is 0 for 2, a fielder's choice, and flew out to Martinez in center field.
Up to bat, number 44, Ariel Chichester.
First pitch to Ariel. Squares around the bunt. Gonzalez in. Nobody's covering first base.
Beautiful bunt.
Infield single for Chichester. Gonzalez comes around and scores the 5th run of the ball game. That's an RBI for Ariel Chichester. Montez moves to second base. Aniston Stivers now steps to the plate. And he is 0 for 2, a ground out and a fly out. Ground out and a fly out. Steps to the plate with nobody out here in the 5th inning. The Panthers have scratched another run across and have made it 5-3 in favor of the Panthers. Looking for a big inning here. That ball bounces in, 1 ball and no strikes.
You guys okay turning the lights off? Yeah. See if it helps. Thank you. Oh, yeah, that fixed it. That's good.
Oh, Coach.
Yeah, now that it's dark, we're going to get cold. No, it looks a lot better now.
Coach Perez is checking the lineup card with the home plate umpire. He's going to have a pinch runner, Viviana Diaz, for Montez at second base.
Let me see our lineup.
So Diaz, the pinch runner at second for Montez. Count is 1 ball and no strikes to Stivers with runners at first and second. Nobody out. Panthers have scratched 1 run across. An RBI from Chichester as Gonzalez came around and scored. High ball, 2 balls and no strikes. Just got a text from a very, very funny listener out there. Ha ha. 2-0 pitch.
Yeah, I think
Just high, 3-0.
I think I got a text from the same person.
Not going to.
MV alum that may or may not have something to do with Southwest Legacy High School.
Yeah. It's just like a streaker. We're not going to give him any time on the air. 3 balls and 1 strike now to Stivers, taking all the way. Now, any couple of practice swings. Gather herself, now step back in and wait the 3-1 pitch. Salas getting the pitch from the dugout, checks the wristband. And a 3-1 pitch. Outside, ball 4.
Good at bat there.
Panthers move up 60 feet, got the bases juiced now. For Avery Nash, who is perfect at the plate, a single, a double, and a run scored. So she is 2 for 2. And Matt, we've seen it already. One swing of the bat, and this could be a 9-3 ball game in a hurry.
Yeah, Avery got us back in that game earlier this week. Really, really quickly.
First pitch is a ground ball off through the shortstop. An error on the shortstop. Chichester will be held. You almost want to give her a hit because she hit it so hard, but that was right at the shortstop.
Yeah. Part of the game. Reaches on errors. They work the same way.
So Diaz comes around and scores. 6-2 now as Kaylee Upton steps to the plate. Upton check swing, strike 1, 0-1. Kaylee flew out to the left fielder and then was retired on a bunt 1-4. So she is 0 for 2. Chichester is your runner at third. Stivers at second. Nash at first. Still nobody out here in the fifth. If the Panthers have scratched 2 more runs across. 6-3 is your new score. Upton with a number right in front of the mound. The third baseman in, and no play as the catcher did not have her foot on the base. The throw would have beat Chichester there, but it is off the glove. So that's going to be a fielder's choice for Upton. She will get credited for an RBI as Chichester comes around and scores. We're going to have another meeting inside the circle. And we're just going to keep it here, Matt. We talked about it. You put the ball in play and make the other team make a play, and sooner or later you're going to get a run or 2 over it, and that's what's happened here in this inning.
Correct. I mean, we've been hitting the ball the whole game. It's just doing it at the right time.
You take the ball off of Avery Nash's bat. I mean, it was a rocket. They were pulled up in the infield to try to cut the runner off at home plate, which actually helped the fact that got on the shortstop quick. I'm not too sure what the home scoring gave her. It's hard to give her a hit when it goes off the glove, but I don't know if the shortstop even could react quick enough to get it. And then that last at bat there by Upton, it was just a number right in front of the mound in between the pitcher and the third baseman. And
well, the good thing
just was right where it needed to be.
Avery's dad does the game changer stats, so let him
make
get the air.
Exactly. Let him make that decision. So Mackenzie Viejo now steps to the plate. Mackenzie is 1 for 2 with an RBI, and also is not the pitcher of record anymore, as she helped herself out of that. It's a hit tied the ball game up for the Panthers. Takes that first pitch for a strike, 0-1. A way drawn-in infield for the Titans. Change up outside, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch to McKenzie. Strike called, 1-2. Salas stares in. The 1-2 pitch. That bounces in there, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bases full of Panthers. Still nobody out here in the 5th. If the Panthers have scratched 3 more runs across and have increased the lead to 7-3. The 2-2. That's a shot in the right field. That's down for a base hit. 1 run will score. And they throw it. It gets by the catcher. And Nash will come in and score on the throwing error. So that's an RBI single by Mackenzie Viejo. Chichester will come around and score. Stiver scored. Runners advance 60 feet. Upton moves to third.
Yeah, and McKenzie's another
Viejo to second on the throwing error.
McKenzie's another one of those girls that can go with the ball and go opposite field.
Castiglione now steps to the plate. Morgan is 1 for 2 with a run scored. Still drawn in except for shortstop is playing her, not conventional, but she's up, but not as close as the left side of the field or the right side of the field.
Yeah, they're going to try to throw her outside and force her to go that way, but
Pitch is high, ball 2. And actually, you'll take it because that's the way Morgan likes to go to that side of the field.
well, she likes them on the inside too, so she can take them over here to the right, which may work out if they give her one.
0-2, or 2-0's to count. Upton at third, Viejo at second. Oh, and she gets that inside pitch and nearly gets it inside the first baseman, but just foul.
I knew that's what she was looking for in that situation.
And anything to that side of the field is probably going to score a run. Unless now it's hit at the second baseman. She is almost even with the pitcher's mound. First baseman's playing normal depth.
I don't know that I'd want to be playing.
That's
right
close. I hope they're paying attention. The 2-1 pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. Breaking all the way to home plate, and she is out on the throw. Castiglione going to second base. So fielder's choice for Castiglione. Upton will be retired at the plate for the first out of the game.
With runners at second and third, up to bat, number 12, Amethyst Valenzuela.
Amethyst Valenzuela now steps to the plate. Valenzuela is 0 for 2. Fly out and reached on an error. First pitch is just off the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. Five runs across here for the Panthers in the 5th. Bounces in, 2 balls and no strikes. Vallejo, the runner at third, Castiglione at second. 1 out. The batter is Valenzuela. Amethyst takes that pitch inside, 3 balls and no strikes. And the 3-0 pitch. That backs her off the plate, ball 4. So now Elena Gonzalez steps to the plate. Elena is perfect at the plate. A single, a walk, and has scored 2 runs for the Panthers.
Now batting for the Panthers, number 9, Elena Gonzalez.
3 walks in the ball game for the Panthers, and they've came all in this inning. As Gonzalez started this inning off, as the Panthers have batted around here. It's a ground ball. Second baseman in, and the throw home is in time. Great job there by Ortiz charging that ball. Fielder's choice. That's going to retire Vallejo at home plate. 4-2 for out number 2. Panthers still have the bases loaded. So we head back to the top of the order in Alyssa Montez. And I'm not sure what they are asking. Montez is the correct batter. No, that was 9 that just hit.
Yeah, I know. The one that just hit? No, that's what I'm asking.
The batter that just hit?
Who's the last batter?
Valenzuela.
Number 9 just hit.
Number 9 just.
Number 12.
No, you're right. You're right, yeah. See, what's got her messed up is they put in a runner for Montez when she was on second base, and that's what I think's got her messed up. Because she can re-enter. Yes, there you go. Yep. Yeah, she put Viviana Diaz in when she got. I didn't know what he was trying to ask. Yeah. No, believe me, if it wouldn't have been right, I'd have stood up and hollered something to our coach.
Yeah, because I was just waiting for her to re-enter 99.
Yep.
Now batting. Number 99, Alyssa Montez.
Alyssa now steps to the plate as she is 2 for 3 with an RBI, or a run scored. That ball bounces in. Castiglione will stand up on the pass ball. Second run of the game scored by Morgan. 10-0 now is your score as the runners advance. As Valenzuela at third, Gonzalez at second. 1 ball and no strikes to Montez. That pitch gets by the catcher. Vallejo is going to come around and score on the wild pitch. And Gonzalez moves up 60 feet to third base. 11-3 now is the score. Matt, I'd like to see the Panthers score a few more runs here, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, we can get out of here a little early. The girls actually play tomorrow in Floresville also, so.
2-0 pitch is high, 3-0. Eleventh batter sent to the plate in this inning for the Panthers. 7 runs across. Ball 4. So now runners at the corners for Ariel Chichester. Chichester is 1 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI tonight.
Number 44, Ariel Chichester.
First pitch to Ariel is a strike called, 0-1. Gonzalez at third, Montez at first, 2 outs. 0-1 count to Chichester. That ball bounces in. Elena's going to stand up. That's the 12th run of the ball game. Another wild pitch. 3 runs in a row have scored via the wild pitch. Montez moves to second base. Count now even to Chichester at 1-1. Oh, wow. That ball went behind her.
Yeah, she's getting tired.
Did that hit her leg on the follow through or what?
I'm not sure. I think she was trying to throw a changeup and just got that ball stuck in her hand again.
So it's going to go down as a ball, I believe. And Montez will move up 60 feet to third base. Chichester with a rocket down by the third baseman for an RBI single. Going to be held up at first base. 13-3 now is your new score.
Now back to the Panthers. Number 13, Stivers.
Aniston Stivers now steps to the plate. Stivers is 0 for 2, a ground out, a fly out, and then walked and scored a run for the Panthers. She is 0 for 2 with a run scored. 13-3 is your score. It's a ground ball. Shortstop with it. Makes the play over to second base for the putout. Fielder's choice for Stivers. Chichester is retired. 6 unassisted for the third out of the inning. But for the Panthers, 9 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits. 1 left on base. We're through 5.5, and I have a reader for you, Matt, so we'll keep it right here. 5th inning stretch, sponsored by Sunrise Restaurant. Family dining at its best in Uvalde, Texas. Located at 510 West Main Street. We are open for breakfast and lunch. On your way through town, stop in and get your mouth-watering breakfast and delicious lunch plates. A try. Easy, and it's hard in the dark. Panther fans will be making many trips this way in the near future, and we want to invite you to stop by. If you are in a hurry, call 830-278-6100 for orders to go. Go Panthers, and best of luck this season. So we head to the bottom of the 5th. Panthers with a 13-3 lead. Titans will send to the plate 3-4-5. Torres, Prendez, and Salas.
It looks like we've got some defensive changes, Maury. I don't know who's in left field.
Ball is fouled back into the screen, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to Torres.
Alrighty now. And the pitch is in the dirt, gets away from Upton. Count goes to, is that 1-1?
1-1, yep.
Hey Matt, how you doing?
Good, Jeff. So we had a little change here. Maury had to take a little break.
And the pitch fouled hard down the right side. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Anaya Torres, fielder's choice, and an F5, her first 2 at-bats. Pitch from Salazar, just miss outside. A little bit in the other batter's box.
Yeah, not a bad pitch
No.
for a 1-2 count.
Nope, 2-2 now.
I'd rather see him miss like that than miss over the plate.
Hey, saw the boys score. They were down 1-0 after the first half of inning. That one's right down the middle, fouled off of her foot. We'll stay here and do it again. 2-2 count. I hadn't checked since I got here. I had a middle school dance tonight, Matt. Was a lot of fun. Let me tell you about it. The kids didn't even start dancing until the second hour. Oh, nice change. Looked like a little curve change.
Yeah, that was a good change up.
It's going to be the first out of the inning.
Froze her in her shoes right there.
It's a strikeout looking backwards K. Next up, let's see, be Ileana Prendez, catcher. She is 0 for 2 with a error on the left fielder and a F3. So 2 flyouts, or a flyout and an error. First pitch is off the plate, ball 1. I'd say I was trying to watch a little bit that first inning, Matt, but it did look like our outfielders were having a little bit of issue. Was it picking it up off the bat, or was it sticking in their glove, spit in their glove a couple times?
I think they just needed to settle down a little bit. Ooh, good
That was a good pitch right there. That was inside the batter's box, but not over the plate. So that little brown spot right there in between the home plate and the batter's box, it went right down there.
That's the river, and usually you hope they give you that, but
2-0 count. Salazar comes inside, foul ball down the left field line. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Prendez. I was telling them downstairs here a minute ago, Matt, I don't know, I didn't hear y'all talk about it, but this is the new Southwest Legacy coach, is the coach from Edison that defeated Medina Valley in the first round last year.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yep, same coach. She came over here in the offseason. That pitch is going to wow.
Hey, he's not giving them
He's not giving them. That was a good pitch right there for Lisi. 3 balls and 1 strike now to Prendez. No, I mean, you got to come across the white now.
Yep.
There it is. That caught a little bit more of the outside.
Yeah.
That's still a great pitch right there. We'll go full. Count to go full now. And the pitch. It's going to be a fly ball out there to left field. Looks like Haley Marshall has checked into the game in left field. She makes that grab for
I believe you're right. I knew they made a
F7,
change.
second out.
Who it was.
Brings up Isabella Salas, the pitcher. Isabella has a fly out and a walk, her previous 2 at-bats. Got the big basketball game about to start. Strike 1, swing and a miss. As I guess this would be the favorite. Iowa's probably the favorite now. Maury, aren't they the favorite now?
To win this game.
To win this game, but not the championship? South Carolina?
Number 1 overall.
Are they?
They just annihilated NC State.
Next pitch is off the plate. That's the one he's not giving her.
Yeah,
but she sure is hitting that spot. Now, the other night, she was nowhere close to that.
No.
And not only that, her ball had no movement. It was flat.
Well, she's comfortable right now. You can tell by looking.
Yeah.
At her. She was not the other night.
No, she was not. But Lisi, when she is in that zone, she's pretty tough. That pitch is outside. That had no cut to it. So 2 balls and 1 strike now to Salas. Salas, the pitcher.
But if she's got that command and can work it back in now, she
did on the last batter.
Like that?
That one's a little high.
A little high.
So count will go 3-1. It is a 13-3 ball game. The Panthers have out-hit the Titans 7-2 at this point, but the Titans have a few more errors than the Panthers do. 3-1 pitch coming from Lisi. That was right down there, right down Main Street. Full count now. Let's see if Lisi can get a little bit more of the white of the plate on this one. Little high, so that's going to go down as a walk. Salas will reach with 2 outs. Brings up Yassidi Moncada in left field. She was hit by a pitch and grounded into a 6-3 double play, it looks like. or 6'3" anyway. 6'3". We're going to have either a courtesy runner. Yeah, we're going to have a courtesy runner heading out there now.
Yeah, I think that's the play she hit the line drive to Elena, and Elena doubled up the runner on second.
No, you don't. Subs will be number 1. Eliana Cavazos will be courtesy runner for the pitcher. Yassity Moncada is up. She is 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch. First pitch from Salazar is in there for a called strike 1. Snap throw down to first base, not in time. 0-1 pitch coming from Salazar. It's hit right back up the middle that's going to be get down for a base hit. A little bit too far to the gap there for Castiglione to get to. Nice job of hitting. It's going to be a single. So we got runners on first and second now with 2 outs. Is going to bring up Diana Martinez, the center fielder, who is 0 for 2. Hit it to third base. We had an E5. Ariel made an error.
She bobbled it.
Did she? Okay, that's going to be in there for strike 1. Pitches in there for strike 2. Maury, did you hear that the price of tickets for the girls' Final Four this year is almost double? The average price is almost double than what the guys are getting for theirs. It's over $2,000 for a ticket to go to the women's Final Four. That ball's hit to Gonzalez at short, across to first base for the 3rd out of the inning. And with that, 1 hit, 2 runners left on base. We're going to the That's it. That is the end of the ball game.
Yep.
That's a 10-run rule. So 13-3 is your final score. We're going to come back here in a minute, take a break, a pause for the cause, and bring it back so your regular announcers can take you home. This is the Medina Valley Panther Broadcast Network.
Dodson House Moving and Construction is a 4th-generation company operated by the same family for over 75 years. We do turnkey work from moving your structure, setting the foundation, and all your construction needs. Aluminum decking, concrete work, canopies, and any other need to make your project operational. From moving to construction, large or small, Dodson House Moving and Construction does it all. Located at 12939 Southwest Loop 410 in San Antonio. Give us a call at 210-628-1459.